It's Underground right here on the Shark Show. Jaymz Larson in for the Shark. And now joined in studio, I've got Mark Meyer and Nick Saracino. Now, Mark, you are your management over there with the Rough Riders, but the person that everybody wants to hear from, the player extraordinaire. Please welcome Nick Saracino. Nick, how you doing, brother?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Have you done a lot of these radio interviews before?
This is my third one in my 2 years playing here.
Now, we were talking a little bit off air. You're, 19 years old, but you're into kind of our music in this format. You like the old school stuff.
Yeah, I do like the old school rock. It's really gets me going before games.
Cool. Well, this is your second year. Now, you're from St. Louis, Missouri. How you like living in Cedar so far?
Cedar Rapids has been great. All the people are real kind, and they always are looking out to help each other out, and it's great.
Boy, people are real kind here. Mark Meyer, I want to bring you in. We have a pretty busy weekend coming up. Back-to-back games Friday and Saturday, and some pretty good specials happening.
Definitely. Yep. Friday night, we have the Blackhawks in town, so that's always a good matchup, a good rival of ours. Mountain Dew is giving away game fuel after the game for all the fans, so people have a little juice after them after the game, after they're already, pumped up. And then Saturday's ladies' night, $2 mixed drinks for all the ladies. And
ladies' night.
Yes.
Wow.
Gotta throw it up to give it up to the ladies. And $1.50 beer, popcorn, soda all game long. And then Pampered Chef's going to be in the house, showing off some of their latest and greatest, culinary things for the kitchen.
Sure.
Must have for the ladies. So, yeah, going to be a great weekend for us.
That to me, $1.50 beer, popcorn, and soda, I mean, that's one heck of a deal. And again, for information, RidertownUSA.com. Now, Nick, Waterloo skates into town. Is that always kind of a big one? I know every game is important, but this is Waterloo. I know the fans get rowdy. How do the players react to these games when they come to our house?
We definitely get jacked up. We always want to protect our house, and we do take every game the same way, but we always give a little something extra when we play Waterloo.
Now, I believe you're the leading scorer on the team. Now, a coach, of course, he always stresses this is a team game, but you're having a good year. Yeah,
I have been successful. Just been getting going here late, but I wouldn't be anything without my teammates, helping me score those goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Hanging out with Nick Saracino and Mark Meyer from the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders. Now, Mark and Nick, one of the changes you guys have done in the last few years is the production. We've got the semi out front, we've got the big screens, the music, and the Rider Girls. I mean, really, Mark, it's not just the hockey's first and foremost, but it's really a true experience coming out to the stable now.
Yeah, as we like to call it, we call it the show. We try to put on a show for fans of the area, and they're not there necessarily to watch hockey, but they want to be entertained. So we try to make it a fun experience for all people of all backgrounds, and make it a fun night for them so they want to come back out.
All right, well, Nick and Mark, we're going to keep you out here for a little while longer. I want to talk about some of the people behind the scenes and things like that. We got to take a quick commercial break, but next hour we'll give you some Van Halen. We'll give you some Pop Evil as well as Days of the New. This is the KRNA Shark Show. Shinedown Rocks right here on 94.1 KRNA. It's the KRNA Shark Show. Jaymz Larson in for the Shark all week long. And joining me and my co-host for the evening here for this hour, Nick Saracino from the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders. How are you, brother?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing real good. Now, you're from St. Louis, Missouri, so talk about the transition from St. Louis to living here in Cedar. You kind of gave us the canned answer last hour of everybody's been friendly, but was it hard for you to make that transition?
It was a little tough to move away from my family at first, but my housing parents this year and last year were great, and they've really helped me make this transition smoothly.
And really, I think people don't realize that when they're at the games, these housing parents do so much. Without these housing parents, you guys wouldn't be able to do this, and it sounds like you really got hooked up with a wonderful family.
Yeah, I got hooked up with a great housing family, Bob and Dawn Orr. Bob's owner of John's Automotive on Johnson Avenue. They've done great. They always treat me like one of their own kids, and it's been great so far.
That's awesome, man. It says here in your bio you're committed to play hockey at Providence. You got to be excited for that.
Yeah, I'm really excited to play at Providence, but this year I got to focus and still work on getting better every day.
Your coach, Mark Carlson, a guy I know very well. And folks, if you don't know, I'm the sideline reporter at the Cedar Rapids Rough Rider games, and interviewed Coach a lot. Very serious guy. What's it like to play for Coach Carlson?
He's a very intense guy. He's a lot of fun to play for. He really expects a lot out of you, but that's the way I like a coach.
Yeah, and he's been around at this level for a long time, and he's had a lot of success, and it's always a pleasure to see him each and every home game. Now, the behind the scenes, a lot goes on, and there's a lot of people that I want to talk about. There's the productions, of course. There's Mark Meyer, who's in studio with us, but the production crew, they really do a good job of putting on the TV videos and the songs, and AK up there running the music, and Amber Schmidt. Amber does a lot with you guys with the video end.
Yeah, Amber does a really good job making videos and taking pictures of us. Always after a game, I got about 15 new Facebook tags, so that's always fun. But Amber does a really good job, and all of the Metro Studios employees do a great job.
Yeah, it's really just a fun production to work on, and this year I think we've really stepped it up, even more. So it's good times. Well, Nick, it's time to play music because this is 94 minutes of commercial free. But I'm going to play a song that we used to play a video. I don't think we do it anymore, Mark, but it's Saliva, and it's a song I know you like a lot, ladies and gentlemen. And music like this really gets you pumped up before a game.
It sure does.
All right. Well, with no further ado, that's Nick Saracino. I'm Jaymz Larson. Nick's going to hang around a little bit longer, and I got music from Ann Berlin coming up, White Snake and Bush. But when I think of hockey, I think of this song. It's Saliva. Crank it up. Bush rocks right here on 94.1 KRNA. Of course, we're online at krna.com. I am still joined in studio by Nick Saracino, player for the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders, and Mark Meyer. Mark, what's your position over there? Your exact position with the Rough Riders?
That's a great question, James. I'm still trying to figure that out sometimes.
Well, I really want to talk about this weekend because it's a big lineup here, and there's not much going on in Cedar. So Friday night, we got the Blackhawks in town, and we got what's the Cowbell Cup all about?
It's a new competition between Waterloo, Cedar Rapids, and Dubuque, and we started it up this season, and the team that has the most points out of head-to-head matchups between all of us will win this Cowbell Cup that we actually having produced right now, and hopefully we'll be ready this weekend to show off at the game.
Nice. And then Mountain Dew helping out with some game fuel. What's that all about?
Yeah, just a little giveaway, just some new sampling for fans after the game, so people have a little energy after the game to go to wherever after the game to,
Sure. You got to have that energy, and Mountain Dew, that'll definitely do it. Now, I talk about it a lot when I'm working the games, but and it's easy to be partial, but we really have awesome fans. They really support, and Mark, they show up each and every game, and it seems like they get louder each and every game.
They do. They're truly a seventh man on the ice, and I think Nick will agree with me, especially this year. Fans have gotten behind us, like they have every year, but the guys feed off that energy from the fans, and we rely on them to get our players going, and we're very dedicated, loyal fans. We're thankful for them.
And season tickets now for next year's season. You can buy them now and get the March Madness package for free. That includes free tickets to the last 8 home games this season. And you also get the discounts on the Rider Wear merchandise and the discounts on concessions. I mean, really, it's the time to buy is right now, isn't it, for next year?
It is, yeah. And if you sign up now, by March 31st, you get entered in to win 2 round-trip tickets from Legionnaire. So now is the time to start thinking about those season tickets for next year. And, you get those same great seats each home game and, create some bonds with some great people at games and meet,
they are
fans. So.
They are great people, and don't forget Saturday night is ladies' night, and Friday, I'm told we may have a pie-eating contest of sorts. So we're just going to leave it at that. Kathy's Pie is one of the great sponsors. All right, Nick, now you got to play a song. I'm going to play a song. You ever heard of the world-famous rock and roll band, the L.A. Guns, by chance? Probably not?
No, I have not.
All right, well, they happen to be one of my favorite bands, so one of the perks of this job is I get to play a song I like every now and then. So this is the KRNA Shark Show. It's Jaymz Larson from the Sunset Strip. I give you the L.A. Guns. It's the first time I heard it. I saw it loaded into the system here. Got Nick Saracino and Mark Meyer from the Riders. What do you think of the new Van Halen, fellas? Don't everybody speak at once.
It's a really great song.
Yeah, it is good. So brand new stuff from Van Halen, Tattoo, the name of the song. All right, guys. Well, we're going to do one more break with you and get you out of here. Mark, we'll start with you real quick. We've got a doubleheader to look forward to Friday and Saturday. Now, if fans have never come to a game, what are they missing out on, Mark?
The best entertainment around in this area. I mean, hands down, it's if you don't have any appreciation for hockey, if you just love to be entertained, this is where it's at. We put on a show that's none other. Hands down, it's a great venue if you're looking to bring friends, coworkers, whoever. We'll entertain you.
Absolutely. And the website, ridertownusa.com, and then can they call 261-GOAL? Is that correct?
You're right. You got it.
261-GOAL or ridertownusa.com. All right, Nick, we'll wrap up with you, man. You got 2 games. That's back-to-back, man. Do you have to save a little bit for Saturday, or do you give it your all Friday night and hope for the win?
Well, you give it your all Friday night, but that's why you train over the summer to be ready for those back-to-back games, and you get used to it because you do play a lot of them throughout the year.
Sure. And, with you guys, sometimes these 2 games are at home, but you've got some extensive traveling you guys do. I mean, you go a long ways in those buses.
Yeah. Youngstown's our longest trip. We went 10 hours there, but you get used to it. The buses they're comfortable, and we have a great bus driver, so it's all good.
Yeah, and you guys got the TVs on there in the bathrooms, and you can sleep, so it's really not so bad.
Oh, it's a great time.
All right, Nick, well, before we let you go, man, anything you want to say to anybody, your buddies out there, maybe your teammates? I'm sure they're listening. I'm sure they're going to give you a hard time. If you want to give a shout-out, this is your time.
I'd just like to give out the shout-out to all the fans, and thanks for supporting us.
These fans are the best in the league. I've always said it. Mark Meyer and Nick Saracino, thanks so much for stopping by. 2 games this weekend.